Well, the players, the giant players, shaved it off, and then I looked more realistically here at Yankee Stadium with Johnny Lujack, my pal. Ho ho!
Back a few years back, a 1976 circa, I believe, with Bo Burt and Chris Schenkel. Fashions have changed a little bit, my friend. You haven't. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Nelson, and thank everybody for listening that long. My goodness, it's been forever. Thanks. Thanks, Bo. I'm very proud. So is our family. They've had to endure all these games, too, of being away, right?
Tell you, we've got a great match coming up. I like to see Vespi loose. He's one of the most enjoyable and players to watch out on the tour. He's unique, and let him get loose, he'll have some fun.
Oh, yes. 7 strikes in that first match. And now let's see what David Traber can do. 6 Midwest regional titles. 4th telecast this year in his previous 3. 4th at Seattle, 3rd the Earl Anthony in Dublin, and 2nd at Riverside, the Active West event. Okay, Nelson, bodes well, things to come.
I agree, Chris. His excellent form, 4-step delivery, right out of the textbook. Watch David. He's just about in perfect position all the way across, everything going straight. He'll pull that left hand back, drive through that pivot step, a little bit over the top of that one, but gets the ball with extremely good accuracy into the pocket, and that's what David works on. He keeps the ball in play, fills the frames, and obviously shot some pretty good scores this week as he gets to the top 4 in a high-scoring tournament. The grip of Dave Traber, the fingertip or full grip down to the first knuckle, index finger, ring finger tight, all for accuracy.
Hook, baby.
And it obeys his command of hook. David Traber, he's a 6-footer, 180 pounds.
That was a loose word of the use of the word hook. It was just a little drift
Straight.
left. All right, Vespi. Well, watch that double joint. See him unjoints his thumb, which allows him to get completely under the ball, and it's all wrist action. Saying out on a tour, Chris, when you miss that far, he missed a board. However, the board would have had to be a 2x4 because he missed at least an arrow left, and he is very lucky, has an easy spare to shoot for most people. However, this is an adventure for Vespi.
Coming up next, ABC's Wide World of Sports, it travels to Oslo, Norway for the Bislett International Track and Field Meet. This is all a prelude to the Olympics. The live telecast features the men's Dream Mile, the women's mile, men's 800-meter, plus Germany, the world's strongest man, will emerge from the World Weightlifting Championships. Next on Wide World, and this is Bob Vespi's next shot. Strike, spare, strike for Mr. Vespi.
Vintage Vespi there, just sawed the rack in half. Seems to be zeroed on the left-hand lane, struggling a little bit with the right. However, Dave Traber, perfect through 2 frames.
Great sound effects here.
Boy, it was. Crack of the pins, the ooh of the audience, and the disappointment of Dave Traber. Now watch the action of the 5-pin. The ball drives right through the 1-3. So much power, he drives the 5 straight off the 8. We call it chopping it 5 off the 8, one of the true taps in the sport. Unlucky Traber in the 3rd.
All right, David Traber said he had to go inside to get financial support when he first started on tour.
When I first came out, I didn't have a sponsor. When I met my wife, I was still looking for one, and I asked her mom and dad. And I got her mother to sponsor me now, and she's not feeling too well right now, and I hope she feels better, and I'd like to win for her today.
And Melissa is here. Nice smile. Nice lady. And her husband at work, but spinning on the deck, but standing is the 7-pin.
Traber has bowled well for the last 2 months, and is really, he keeps the ball in play. As you see, all his balls around the pocket, left the 8-pin, the 7, and very seldom ever gives an open frame.
This is our second match at the Golden Pin Lanes, the Tucson Open. While we go away, listen to this popular tune. It was from 30 years ago when our telecast bowling started. The name of the tune, Roses Are Red.
Back to Kansas for the wicked Wichita Open next Saturday on ABC Sports.
Back again, Tucson, Arizona. An unusual situation for this man in his second match. He has not trailed, but he can regain the lead by 2 pins. Fourth frame. So he's again the front runners. We go to Bo Burton.
Thank you, Chris. The defending champion, Norm Duke. Norm, the right-hand lane looks a lot tighter. What's the story out there?
When I left the pair, they were pretty much exactly the same, and I watched Wayne Webb bowl, and he was light just about every shot. So obviously it's tightened up more in the left lane, so I'm going to keep that in mind when I go over there.
What's the one key you key on in a championship match?
Well, here lately I've been getting my first left foot too long. If I keep it short, keep a good stride at the end, then I'm going to be the man to beat.
All right. Very confident, Chris. Defending champion. Back to you.
There's a 3-bagger for Bob Vespi. He has that great ability to string them, and now leads by 12 with David Traber. David has 3 brothers. They all bowl. Big on muscle cars. He has a 66 Chevelle with a 396 engine. Uncle that races stock cars. Good shot of the crowd and the star professional.